Hey, long time no chat. Was visiting with family for about a week. I want to talk about something toxic productivity. Something I've been wanting to talk about for a little while. I'll make this quick. I think it's really important, not just around the holiday season, because that's the obvious answer, but just a good reminder just all the time that it can be really addicting to check boxes. You see, I was visiting my doctor and she's a great lady. And one of the things that she was talking about is how she's built her doctor practice basically from scratch. And she's a very productive lady and she has a family that she enjoys spending time with and a lot of hobbies. And we were basically talking about how it can be very easy, especially when you're self-employed, and ironically, especially when you really love your job, to screw yourself up because you have this mindset where you enjoy your job, you enjoy what you're doing, and so it feels there's some sort of satisfaction out of checking off boxes, having more things to do, and getting those things done. And while that's a very important aspect of being productive and just contributing to society in a meaningful way, something that we should all be doing, as with anything, it can be done a little bit too much. Some of the lowest points in my work career were the times where I, on paper, was being the most productive and getting the most done. It's an important reminder that, especially this holiday season, as I'm spending more time with friends and family. Was just doing that last week. Missed you guys, by the way. Sorry for the slowdown on content. That I was like, man, this is really way more important than the stuff that I'm doing. Back when I was doing Overwatch League and spending a lot more time putting out uh, just hours and after hours and scrimmages and reviews and one on ones, I don't even know how many birthday parties I missed. I don't even know how many family gatherings I missed. I missed so many things, even when I was living in New Hampshire with Pepper's family. And then when we moved down south and with my family, I just missed so many things. And I think at the time, I always had a good excuse to miss them. Like, I was working, obviously, right? I was working. But I think if you are financially able to, and you need to try, you need to work towards being financially able to. You need to find where is your time most efficiently spent. But as soon as you're financially able to, I would not say that we're wealthy by any means, but living well enough to where I can take a day off. You need to try and make time for your family and for friends and for just doing things socially. I think the more isolated that we find ourselves, especially after COVID and the rise of internet and smartphones and being able to do so many fun things without interacting with other people, I think that we are not only not doing the right thing, but we're actively hurting ourselves. And I think that if you're not making time to spend time with other people, if you're fortunate like me with your friends and family, and if you're not fortunate like me, you need to go make friends. You need to go find people. People can be terrible, but there's a lot of great people out there too. And I think that if you are falling into this trap of toxic productivity where if it's not done at the benefit of my bank, if it's not done at the benefit of my body, if it's not done for the benefit of my career, then it's not worth doing. You see, you're missing a huge box. You're missing probably one of the most important boxes. Like happier people, more productive and healthy people are people that are not quite as well off. Let's put it this way: it certainly that the social well-being is almost certainly more important than financial well-being at a certain point. If you're able to put food on the table, pay your taxes, and not go into debt, then your next box to check really needs to be spending time with other people, building your social structure, and just for the simple fact that it's going to be something that is good for your mental health. It's good to help other people. You see, that's the other thing too, is we think about like, oh, you need other people, you need other people, you need other people. And that's true, but also other people need you. You need to be asking yourself, who am I denying, who is missing out from my support and my friendship and my kindness and just having fun by my isolating myself. So it's really easy to isolate yourself. It's really easy to, kind of um, cut short your social interactions, even just through, oh, I spend time with friends on Discord. And if that's your only option, that's great. But nothing will ever take the place of person in person interaction. While that takes more time, nothing worth doing doesn't take at least a little bit of effort. So I encourage you to find when and where your social outlets, whether, like I said, friends or family, or just getting to know other people, trying to do things, when and where is that best applied for you? Is it hobbies? Is it a book club? Is it going to see a friend, hang out, watch a movie, just walk downtown or eat dinner? Do it. It's important. And I think that it was a good reminder for me is like I had a very, very unproductive week in terms of the work that I was doing. And it was, man, it was a battle at times. But you start to realize that like I had some of the most productive conversations that I've had in years just from spending time with other people. And not only will you find that that makes you a more well-rounded person, but you may just well find that you makes you a more productive person in that business, in that body, and in that career, in that money making, just from what you learned from spending time with other people. Don't be an IRL OTP. You're missing out on a whole lot. Anyway, that's all I got. Stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of other stuff coming out in the next couple of weeks. I will be gone during the weeks of Christmas itself. But I'm going to have a couple of videos scheduled, some projects scheduled. And that's all I got.